Hi guys, this is Abhishek. Welcome to my channel. Today I have selected this topic, distance protection relay. Here we have taken a calculation example. We will calculate how this distance protection works. We will cover the zone protection. So here you can see that we have a double circuit line. We have named the line Green Valley line, Blue River line. This is Rocky Way line. This is Tiger Way line. The length of this line that is to be protected is 100 kilometer. Here you can see there is a CT and PT. These are CTs and these are the PTs, and going to the relay 21 relay, that is for distance protection relay. You will see the distance from Tiger Way to Green Valley line is 80 kilometer. You can see the circuit breaker here, and the Rocky Way line distance is 60 kilometer. We have few parameters like on which basis we will calculate. So on the system data, based on the system data we will calculate. Here you can see that the system voltage is 230 kV. CT ratio is 1200 by 5. PT ratio is of course 23 kV by 230 kV by 115 volt. Our line length that is to be protected is 100 kilometer. You can see this is 100 kilometer, and line impedance that is 0.089 plus j 0.476 ohm per kilometer, and the zero sequence impedance is, this is the positive sequence impedance and this is the zero sequence impedance, that is 0.426 plus j 1.576 ohm per kilometer. We have also some fault levels of the Green Valley lines. The maximum fault level is 5000 MVA and the minimum fault level is 2000 MVA. And for the Blue River lines, we have fault levels is 3000 MVA and minimum fault level is 1000 MVA. Based on the data, we will calculate the distance protection. One is equal to 0.089 plus j 0.476 ohm as per the system data. You can see. So I have calculated the Z1, value of Z1 is equal to root square 0.089 square plus 0.476 whole square, and you will get the value of 0.484, and for the angle tan inverse pi by x. So I have calculated this. So in polar form we have got the value of Z1 is 0.484 and 79.40. You can calculate from the calculator. Similarly, I have written Z0. That is in complex form, so I have converted it into polar form, and you will get a value of 1.632. Angle is 74.8 degrees. So you have got the two values in polar form, this and this, and based upon that we will calculate the value of line impedance. So it's time to calculate the line impedance. So line impedance will be equal to CT by PT ratio into positive sequence impedance Z1 and into line length, since this value is in ohm per kilometer. So what will be the CT by PT ratio? So we will see here in the data, our CT ratio is 1200 by 5 and PT ratio is 230 kV by 115. So CT by PT ratio will be 1200 by 5 and 230 kV by 115 into our Z1 value is 0.484 angle 79.40 into line length. You can see we are going to protect these line from Green Valley to Blue River, so line length will be 100 kilometer. So I will multiply it with 100 kilometer. So here if you divide this value, you will get the CT by PT ratio is 0.12 and this value will be 484 angle 79.40 into 100 kilometer. So you just multiply, you will get 0.12 into 0.484 into 100, you will get 5.808. You can take it 5.81, angle will be 79.4 degree, that is ohm, and this value will be in secondary. And for the convenience we can select this value as 80 degree because it is 79.4. that value will be, we can consider to 80 degree for the calculation, that is in ohm. So we have got the line impedance. You can write line impedance 5.81 and line angle will be 80 degree. These are the value you have calculated here. Since we know that in every zone protection we divide the zone into 4 zone, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. So as per fundamentals, normally zone 1 setting is we set 80% of the line length, that means the line that is to be protected. So if our 100-kilometer line, this line is to be protected, so we will set 80% of the protected line. Since our line impedance is you can see that 5.81, so it will be 0.8 into 5.81 into 80 degree, and you will get the value is 74.64 and angle will be 80 degree. So actual zone 1 reach Z1 will be 4.64 80 degree angle ohm. It is in secondary value, since we have already multiplied the CT by PT ratio. Now for zone 2 we normally select 120% of the line length, or we can also select 150% of the line length, depends upon the. So we are going to protect, now for zone 2 we are going to protect this 100% plus 50% of the this line, Blue River line and Rocky Way line. So for zone 2 it will be our 100-kilometer line plus that line will be, let me write that actual Z1 value. Z1 value is equal to 0.484 into 79.40 degree. Since the line length will be now 100 plus 50% of this line, that means 100 plus 60%, 50% of 60 is 30 kilometer. So the line length will be 100 kilometer plus 30 kilometer. This is the line length into impedance is 0.84, 79. Cos our CT by PT ratio. So here you will calculate 130 into 0.484 80 degree. We have considered as 80 degree and it is 0.12. If you will calculate, you will get the value 7.56 and 80 degree. So this is zone 2, your value zone 2, Z1 is equal to this and Z2 is equal to this. We will calculate now zone 3. Zone 3 is considered as a 200% of the line length, that means this line length plus whatever the line length is remaining, that is 60-kilometer line is remaining. So we will calculate the zone 3 for the 160-kilometer line. So zone 3 will be 100 plus 60-kilometer line into 0.84 79.40 degree, that is impedance, and CT by PT ratio, that is 0.12. You will get here the value 0.16, 0.484 we have taken as 80 degree into 0.12. You will calculate the value will be 11.15 80 degree value. Your zone 3 is now 11.15 80 degree. So far you have calculated the zone 1, zone 2 and zone 3. Now it's time to calculate the zone 4. Zone 4 is normally 10% of zone 1 reach, that is in reverse. So zone 1 setting is 4.64 80 degree. So it will be 0.1 into zone 1 setting is 4.64 angle 80 degree ohm, that value will come 0.46 80 degree. So you have calculated 0.46 80 degree. So this is the value of zone 4. We have another zone 4 settings. That means zone 4 is, in this case we have another zone 4 settings, that is zone 4 is used to provide reverse directional decision for blocking or permissive overage scheme. So it must be set further behind the relay than zone 2 for the remote relay. So how we will achieve this setting? Zone 4 setting will be remote zone 2 reach 120% of the zone 2 reach minus the protected line length. Yes, we will have another zone 4 reach setting, that is minimum zone 4 reverse reach setting, minimum zone 4 reverse reach setting. That is, since we have line before Green Valley, that is Tiger Valley. So here what they consider is, in reverse zone they will protect 100 kilometer line plus 50% of this line length, that means 80 kilometer, 50% will be 40, and multiplied by the impedance. The value of impedance you have got is 70.484 and angle 79.4 degree. So 0.484 angle 79.40 into CT by PT ratio, that is in the secondary value side. So you will get the value 8.13 and angle will be 79.40 degree. It is in secondary. Since we have set the value for zone 2 like 100 kilometer plus 50% of this line length, in reverse direction we also have to set the reverse direction zone. That means this value, minimum zone 4 we have calculated this value for the up to 50%. So this value will be 120% of this line length. That means 8.13 into 79.40, 120% minus total line impedance. The total line impedance is 5.81, 79.4 degree. So here you will get the value of 3.95 and the angle will be 79.4 degree, or you can write 3.95 angle 80 degree. So you have calculated the minimum zone for the reverse setting, minimum zone for reverse reach setting. Since you have already protected this line, 120% of this line, we have covered this line in zone 3 protection. Reverse zone we have covered this zone, 10% of this zone, and we also have to cover in this scheme the 120% of this line length. So we have covered in reverse direction also, since zone 2 has to cover in reverse direction also. So in that way you can set the you can calculate the zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 for any line. All you need is to have the zero sequence impedance and zero sequence impedance. And why we have calculated over there zero sequence impedance, that I will show here. There is a compensation factor, residual compensation for earth fault elements. That's why we take a compensation factor KZN. This is residual compensation for earth fault elements. Is KZN is equal to Z0 minus Z1 divided by 3Z1. So you just calculate all this value. You already have Z1, Z0. You will calculate and you will get the value 1.15, 72.9 degree. Here is a compensation factor. Sorry, you will get the value for Z0 minus Z1, then you have to multiply with 3 into Z1, 0.484 and angle 79.40 degree. So final value will get 0.79 and minus 6.5 degree. That is compensation factor, which is used in relay parameter. When you will go through the relay parameters, you will have a compensation factor. So You can calculate from here the compensation factor. Please go through the relay manuals or relay setting parameters. Then there is another parameter, resistive reach calculation. You also have to provide the resistive reach calculation. I am not going it into the deep, but resistive reach is the either it is face to face or face to earth. So it is defined by the maximum amount of fault resistance in addition to the line impedance for which distance zone will trip regardless of the location of the fault. So that is the resistive reach we generally calculate. Normally resistive reach is calculated by the typical arc resistance calculated using the Van Warrington formula. In the table you have to check for the resistive coverage in the table, and accordingly you just set the value for the R phase minimum, resistive reach phase to phase minimum, RG minimum, phase reach phase to ground. So normally you will get the value from that table. That I will cover in the next video, resistive reach calculation, that I will cover in the next video. My basic was is to cover the zone protection, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 calculation. The resistive reach I will cover in the next video, but for that you need some chart or Warrington tables. From there you can calculate the resistive reach. So now we have to calculate the instantaneous overcurrent protection. So instantaneous overcurrent protections we have to provide. In case 1, we have seen here in the green value you can see the maximum fault is 5000 MVA. So in case 1, if we calculate source impedance, that means kV square by MVA, your kV square is 230 kV by MVA is your kV is 230 kV and MVA is 5000 MVA. So you will get a value of a 5 ohm resistance. So line impedance and line impedance is that you have calculated 0.484 into 100 kilometer line, it will come around 44 ohm. So fault current seen by relay is equal to 230 kV by root 3 divided by 10.58 plus 48.4 ohm. That means 2251 ampere you will get. And case 2, source impedance will be kVA square by MVA 230 square by, and you will see here the maximum fault level in Blue River line is 3000 MVA. So you will get the value of resistance 6.63 ohm, and the line impedance you have already calculated for 100 kilometer line is equal to 48.4 ohm. So fault current seen by relay will be 23 kV by root 3 by V by R, that means 17.63 ohm plus 48.4 ohm, you will get the value of 2011 ampere. So the overcurrent setting must be in excess of 2251 to provide the adequate margin of 120% of the minimum calculated setting. So we will choose a setting of the maximum current, that means 2251 120%, that is in the safety margin. So U011 into 2413.2 ampere you will choose for the overcurrent protection. Simply let me summarize that we have taken this circuit, Green Valley and Blue River circuits. and we have got the value of line impedance, zero sequence impedance, and positive sequence impedance. From the data you can get the cable impedance, zero sequence and positive sequence impedance. We have calculate the value for the impedance. We have converted it into polar form, then we have converted the impedance, then we have calculated the line impedance with respect to secondary. We have multiplied it by PT ratio by second PT CT ratio by PT ratio, and we have calculated, sorry, here zone 1 protection, that is 80% of the line length, 80% of the line length. We have to cover all these line lengths since we are protecting this line. If there is any fault, our relay will also relay can also trip. If there is a fault here, our relay should also trip. So we have covered over all line, that is 100% of the line, 120% of the line, 150% of the line. In reverse zone we have also protected the line, 10% of this zone 1 and the 120% of this 50% of this line length in zone 4 settings. Then we have calculated the instantaneous overcurrent protection based upon your maximum fault levels. We have also resistive reach, phase to phase and phase to ground, that I will cover in the next video. So the video length is long, so I will cover in this next video. So just go through the relay manuals, or you can check in the relay parameters. You will have all these things you have to put, like you have to compensation factor, you have to enter in the relay and value of Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4. Apart from that, you have to also put the value of R2 phase resistive reach value for each zone. So thank you very much for watching my video. Hope you're going to enjoy. If any doubt, any mistakes I have made, so you can discuss, since I'm also in learning stage, but I'm trying to explain whatever I know, since it is a knowledge sharing. So you can also share with us. Thank you very much, and if you like that, I'm expecting that you will like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.